Morning, Baldy.
It's not many people you can say morning baldy to, is it? And
No.
unless you're in the mirror cleaning your teeth.
Mm.
In fact, I would enjoy that if I knew that every morning you just went morning baldy.
A nice little like nod to
Yeah,
yourself.
it'd be
In
brilliant that.
sobriety, isn't it? Morning, Baldy. Another day. It's better than one day at a time, isn't it?
Morning, Megsy. It's been glorious here today.
What the weather?
Yeah, yeah, like fucking a high late 20s. We get over 30, I think, this weekend. It's been real nice.
Yeah, you're bearing the colours
Well, I've
on
been, mate.
on the
I've
head.
been, I've been, I've caught the sun today
You
because
have.
I've been grafting. I've
Oh,
I've done a day's labouring
wow.
with one of our friends. Yeah, mate. I've moved a load of blocks,
Yeah.
and it's been I've really actually really enjoyed it. Genuinely, like I've lost loads of skin off my hands. I'm sounding like
Yeah, I
such
was
a
about to say,
soft
how's
cunt.
your calluses? How's
I
your
sound
hands?
like such a
Yeah.
soft cunt, but yeah, I've lost loads of skin. So when I like did the washing up earlier, my hands were on fire.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I've really the sun was out, mate, and I was like sweating, like treating it like a workout almost. Like
Mm.
like when I've done that stuff, I did that stuff when I was at uni for my dad, like in between, and I remember it being such a chore, like limping stuff around site, and like today it was like. I've never done it as the new me. So
Yeah.
I sort of understand. I did have a little bit of a think about you today. I was like, this is what Sam feels like then when he says he's working in the heat and you have a proper day's work and like you actually get home and you think, I've enjoyed that. What I also wanted to mention and bring up is I have a newfound respect for you in doing a day's graft and not having a beer.
Yeah.
That's mental, isn't it? Like all the other guys, like there was about five or six of us, and all of them were going for a pint, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not in danger of going for a pint, but I was like, fucking hell, that's hard.
Mm.
A day's proper work and going and having a cold beer, like where you are in the sunshine as well in the heat, like it was today. Fucking hell, it takes some work. I went down and I had a zero with them, and I could literally, quite literally, taste cider in my mouth. I've
Yeah.
never known that. I was quite,
Just
I
coming
was,
out your
I was
glands.
thinking
Yeah.
about it, and I could quite literally taste it, thinking I'd love a dry cider. Went down the cricket club. That's hard
Yeah,
work.
obviously it gets easier, but
I'm
actually
sure.
this
Yeah,
this week, it's funny you say that. This week we started a new job, and it's this like we're building this like mansion for this like lovely couple, but it's in this valley with a waterfall, and it's like just unbelievable scenery. And there's like a shed there, a site shed, and because it's quite like a secluded area, hard to get to and stuff, in the middle of nowhere, really. They've got everything. Well, the builders who we're working for have got everything in this shed, and they have got about 20 cartons of a Great Northern Original, which is that was my
your
beer. That
favourite.
was
Yeah, your
yeah,
fave.
just stacked up, just for the job, just for every day. And they've got a fridge there, microwave, like one of the best work site toilets I've ever seen. Like an amazing like
Do
setting
blokes
to
drink at
work in.
work then? There.
Not at work, but after.
No. So soon as you fit, like if you were packing down or cleaning up,
Yeah, so
people would
the
start knocking
apprentices
one
will
off then.
start
Yeah.
the apprentices will start packing the tools away, and all the qualified lads will
Yeah, yeah.
stop, nail bag off, and have a beer. And I am usually absolutely fine. Um,
That
but
is though, if
but that was
just
hard
just
Friday.
to just to interrupt, that has got to be one of the greatest beers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Nail
and
bag
I think
off that
nail
that
bag
beer.
off. Yeah, on a
Yeah.
Friday as well,
Yeah, that's
and
got to be a
we had
really
country
good
music
beer.
on.
Yeah,
We had
nice.
country music
Lovely.
on, so it was just like it was like it wasn't even a test though now, but it was like wow, this is when you have a beer.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's
If
a
you ain't
tough
got a
one.
problem, this is one of the best beers in the world to have right now. Sun out, waterfall, birds in the sky. Friday afternoon finished. It was good, but I had a lukewarm tea on the way home, which I have every day because I make a tea in the morning and hope that it stays hot enough for the drive home. So I had that. I have found a new substance actually that I think I'm into called rocket fuel. Have you heard of that? I've seen the adverts for it.
Um,
It,
don't
it
know.
might just be a Southern Hemisphere thing. It's from New Zealand. It's this.
Doesn't come out of a pipette, does it?
It does come out of a pipette, yeah,
Yeah,
and you put a
I've
drip.
only seen it on running. Um,
Mm,
People who use it before running, and I have only seen it in Southern Hemisphere. So there's a couple of Aussie lads that I follow
yeah,
for
it's very
running, and
good.
I've only ever seen them take it. That's why I know it comes in a pipette. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's very good because it just clears your sinuses. But because I got my nose broke quite bad, and I've got nerve damage all through my cheeks and stuff. So my nose and my nasal passage is all just like rubbish. Um, and this pipette of rocket fuel is all purely like medicinal, well, not medicinal, herbal. It's a herbal thing.
Yeah.
Just cleans out your airway, but like nothing I've ever.
Can you have it? Can you have
I've
it by
ever
the cup?
Well, a cup of
Yeah.
rocket fuel,
Half a cup.
but it is quite addictive because obviously I don't have any substances anymore. It's addictive to because
Yeah.
it's a real buzz. It makes your eyes water.
Does it?
You got 5 minutes of like like that, and it's good. And I
You
was
might
like,
have to
wow,
bring
this.
some back.
Are you 8 months sober? Because I didn't even know that.
I don't think I told you.
No.
I don't think I did. I told you directly.
Yeah.
8 months, like, yeah, it's not like a big thing, is it? 8 months. It's like a
Well, it's
personal.
still it's nearly a year. It sounds like nearly a
Yeah,
year to me.
yeah. I mean, I think I might have broadcast 9 months a bit more because that's another quarter of a year, isn't it? So
Yeah.
then I'll only be three months ago. But I did, yeah, 17th of every month when that rolls around, you can sort of. So if you look at your watch and you go, "Hey up, Baldy," and clean your teeth for a
It's
bit, and
yeah,
then you notice it's the
17th.
17th, you can go, "Oh, Baldy's
Harris's day.
the other Baldy, Megsy." Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, I did. It turned. I said that in that video, didn't I? Do you turn? Do you turn?
Turn 8 months like a
Yeah.
baby. No, you don't
Do you
turn, I don't
turn?
think.
I
No.
turned 8 months. Yeah. Yeah, and I've if we're how's your week been in?
Yeah.
How's your week been in? Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll run with that. How's your week been? Yes, how's my month been? A lot, I go all right. Definitely enough. Like the last few weeks, the last couple of weeks, I've had the hardest time in since I decided to go since September last year. Definitely the hardest time of 2026, out of nowhere really. And it's just an example for anybody that listens along that just any things are around the corner. You never clear it, are you? You never, and you'll know better than me, I'm sure, at 3 years, then you'll feel better and you'll feel stronger, but you're never more than one bad decision away from from throwing it in, are you? So it's yeah, I'd had a really difficult couple of weeks. I'd had a few alcoholic dreams, which I haven't had for ages. And I'd just been thinking about alcohol and getting off my head and yeah. A lot more than I had done before. But this last week, I've been pretty good. I've started back on which I sent to you, the videos. I've done a few of the old
Social media.
yeah,
Yeah.
social media videos. I've done a few of those, and I feel a bit better about myself. I feel a bit more confident in what I'm doing. I think that's what's made me start on those videos again. That when I first did them ages ago, they were a bit more for me. I didn't really care who was listening to them. I just put myself
Yeah.
out there, and it was more for me to just be honest with the open air. And if people saw it, so be it. And then I sort of that ran its course, and I stopped doing them at all because I just didn't. didn't need to for myself, but I also didn't feel confident enough to be telling people what I'm doing or
Yeah.
suggesting what they should be doing. And all of a sudden, I think I just feel a little bit more like I've perhaps got something to say that's going to be useful or people can relate to. So I might try and keep those up.
Are you working? What kind of work do you do?
Helping, I think helping other people who maybe might be earlier in like recovering from something is a huge help for your own. And people have always said, "Oh yeah, because it's good because what you're doing it's helping you." And I've always gone like, "No," like sort of played it off that it's a selfish move doing like this podcast, for example, because it isn't a selfish move at all, is it? But there is part of it that does really, really help you, like being in that position where you're telling what you've learned to other people, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just
Yeah, you
sharing.
never regretted a podcast, have you? Never, you know.
No, and I'm more of sort of more making the point as all the stuff we do say at AA. I think why AA works so well is because it is a system where the people who are further down the line can help the people who are newer
Yeah.
to it all, and
100%. Yeah, and
helping others is a big part of it.
certainly being able to attend something and just say things out loud is a
Mm.
big part of, that was a big part of why I went back to AA to do that. And when I, definitely enough, when I knew my time was coming to an end with that, was when I actually stopped sharing so much for my own sort of reasons. I didn't feel part of it for different reasons, which I won't go into.
Yeah,
I needed
I
to
was like
find
ready
somewhere
to
else.
share the whole time, but I just never got asked. They asked me on my
Yeah,
first.
really.
They asked me on my first meeting, like blindsided me. They went, "Does the man who came in late want to share?" And I don't even know what that meant at that time. So I went up and I spoke for 10 minutes, just told my life story, even though the subject of the night was like step 4 or something, which I didn't know what the steps were. I still don't, but I just got blindsided. And then after it, they were like, "Oh yeah, so we're actually speaking about becoming powerless and handing over our free will to God tonight, and you didn't speak about that." I was like, "Okay, thanks for that." And then I never got asked again.
No, I'm not. Yeah, not surprised. Yeah,
So that was it. But yeah, no, I think why it does work is it's a system of people who are maybe better in recovery helping others who are struggling with it, and it's a great thing that that happens.
I've struggled adjusting to not having the buzz, if you know what I mean. I remember in real early sobriety, certainly.
Real, sorry, you
Sorry,
reminded me of real bad
real
man then.
bad man. Did I?
Real sobriety.
Yeah,
Yeah, carry
real.
on.
Yeah. I
Sorry,
like
I'd say that.
I like real bad man as well. Real early sobriety. And even up to like the start of this year, it started to fade off. But I remember real early sobriety. Every day I woke up was a buzz. Like
Yeah.
once I got the bug for it, and once I'd accepted alcohol was a problem, and you get through all of that guilt and crying in the gym and in the morning and all of that stage I went through, every day I woke up hung and not hungover was a buzz. Like I had a real thing for life. Like work was amazing, and just to be alive and speak to my kids and Lauren and everything, just to live without being drunk and not wanting to be drunk was an amazing buzz. And that those buzzes sort of, I think you said it to me before, and I never really sort of was paying attention or cottoned on, but they are still there. They just get a little bit fewer and further between, I think, don't they?
Mm.
And I've had trouble adjusting in the last few weeks or months to those buzzes, and I've felt like a little bit guilty at times, I don't know if it came in the last episode or the one before when I went to the last day of the season at Barrow, the football, and I didn't really have a great buzz for the day.
Yeah.
to take that, and I felt guilty about it. I was like, this is my thing. I'm with my son. Like, why am I not absolutely loving it? And I think I'm just sort of adjusting to like this is normal life now, and you don't absolutely have to buzz. Um,
Yeah.
so but they are, it's not me downplaying it and saying that it's not a fucking amazing thing, to be not hungover and to be present and things. And there are little Easter eggs and nuggets that you get. Like when we said on holiday, when your kids turn around to you and say, it's the best day. And I actually had one at home. I've made my own homemade smash burgers. I made one for Elton, and he said something like, "This is the best burger I've ever had." And I was
Mm.
like, all I've done is salt and pepper and roll it out. But I was like, wow, that's, when he was just that enthused by this burger. And there are little nuggets out there like that, but they're just fewer and further. And I think I'm slightly realizing that now. I'm starting to adjust to that.
Yeah.
I don't need to buzz all the time, and I don't need to feel guilty that I'm not absolutely enthralled by just taking my son the football. And
And it's Barrow.
yeah, and it's Barrow, yeah, and it's regional detective Barrow. But a lot of my problem with drinking was the fact that when I went out, every night had to be the best night of my life. I was
Mm.
always chasing. That's why I drank so much because I was never happy. And like, if I didn't like a pub, I was like, oh, well, let's go down to shall we go here? Or there's a band on here, or shall we go and do this? And I'm not happy with this, so I'm gonna have a double brandy when these guys aren't, and I'm having a pint. You're taking too long, so I'm gonna have a pint in between and stuff. I was always chasing and chasing and chasing, and I just think I've had to sort of stop chasing in
Yeah.
in life now and just
Yeah.
sort of adjust and be like, this is good enough, you know.
I, funnily enough, did a social media video yesterday about anticipation of having like an all day session or something. You can't really replace it.
It was
Like
the
it,
best bit, wasn't it? The best bit
yeah,
was
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's almost the drug in itself, and
Yeah,
you can't replace that. And I miss that. And there's nothing else that, I can have. So yesterday we had like an all day team lunch for my work. Then one of the lads was boxing at night, and I had the whole day out of the house, and like it was on paper one of them days that, like, the buzz happens early on. You're in for a big one, and that's why I did the video, because I was like, this is one of the days where I'd be so excited driving there, and I'd leave my car somewhere, and it'd
yeah,
just be like that buzz, like of,
yeah,
the
yeah,
Saturday morning, having a
mate.
shower, having breakfast, and going,
Tunes,
this is it,
tunes
it's
on.
happening, yeah, and like
Beer in the
nothing's done.
beer in the shower.
Yeah, yeah, always,
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah,
nothing replaces it, but what you gain instead is so much better if you can get to the point where your brain has adapted, because the initial feeling is boredom. Like your brain goes, I think through drinking you get quite a simple brain where it's either happy because of alcohol or sad because of not. That's where I got to anyway. Like literally like a caveman, like beating my chest, going like me, beer happy, no beer, me sad. And that's literally what you get to,
yeah.
like two feelings that you're
Could,
possible to have.
could we change
And
that to
then,
Baldy sad? That makes me.
yeah,
So
beer boldly happy.
in the mirror every morning, beer Baldy happy. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that would be good.
yeah. So that is where I got to. So you take alcohol out, and your immediate feeling is obviously no beer, boldy, no happy,
Yeah,
and you think life is boring because you don't have that buzz anymore.
yeah, yeah,
But your
yeah,
brain adapts to the real world because the buzz that you used to have was completely chemically stimulated and substance induced. Like it was a heightened sense of the real world that the real world can't give you, unfortunately. But with that substance taking heightened sense comes all the shit, which is the reason why we quit. But that's why alcohol is good for some people, because they can have that high of having an all day bender like yesterday and then going home to their wife going, yeah, fucking, I drank a bit too much, but it was great. And then they'll be hungover today. They'll have some nice food. And then, do you know what I mean? That's as far as it goes for them.
Yeah.
But it was
Do
just
you know
too.
how I know do you know how I know I'm an alcoholic or I've got a problem with alcohol? Because as you were saying that, I was like, I don't get that. I don't get how anyone on this planet can go, you know what, I'm all right. I had a bit yesterday. I'm not gonna bother today.
Mm.
I don't understand how anyone on this planet can say that. And that's how I know I've got a problem with alcohol.
I think you're past the point of like working out. Oh, do I? Because you're always questioning. Oh, do I have a problem? Am I the same as these? I don't think I'm bad enough to be like doing a sobriety podcast. And then you have these days out, and you just constantly just counting how many beers each person's had. Oh, he's having a mid strength. What's he doing there? And like you just
Yeah.
well, me anyway, constantly tallying up who's drinking what, and oh, he's not having another one. What's up with him? What are you doing?
Do
Why are
you
you
ever
having a mid
get
strength? Why are you having a
do
crank?
you ever get a bit like arrogant about it and think, oh, I could fucking booze you in? If I were boozing
Yeah,
now, I'd fucking see you boys right off.
yeah,
I do that
yeah,
sometimes when there's some fucking plonkers in there reckoning they can have a load, and I'll be like, yeah, if I took my fucking gloves out, boys, you'd be fucking.
yeah,
And then I
yeah. I
think,
get what
what?
you
And then in
mean.
my head, I'm like, what are you doing? You know, if
Yeah,
anybody could
yeah,
hear
yeah,
what you're telling yourself now, you,
yeah.
yeah.
No, it's worrying. It's worrying because 90% of people just aren't bothered. They're
No,
just there.
no, they're not
They're
there.
just
They're
there
not there saying
watching the
I
boxing.
could booze this room in big time.
Yeah,
Look at him.
yeah.
Get the brandies in. I'll show you. Nobody else is doing that.
No.
There's another reason I know I'm a fucking alcoholic. I've got a
Mm.
problem with alcohol. There's another reason because I sit and have conversations when I don't need to. Nobody else is doing that.
What's that doll all about? Have we?
No, I don't
There's a
know. No,
doll.
it's just he. I don't know. I've had it eight for ages. I don't know. I don't know whether I won it somewhere. It's Thor anyway.
Oh, okay.
But what it does is the Keith Senior badges. I don't know whether you can quite see those.
Yeah.
They sit in his lap. I didn't. They kept falling over. So
Oh, so he's just more of a holder for the
yeah,
badges.
it's just a holder. There's no real relevance to him. And obviously the Bosley's there with the Romania pin badge.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you
it
very
made its way
much.
back.
Yeah, it's made
Yeah,
its in.
nice one.
It's on there. I won't disturb the setup, but yeah, the dirty work mug. Had we have managed to have last night's podcast, oh, you would have seen the dirty work mug,
Yeah.
and I would have shown you. But I have got it, but I haven't had a warm drink today because it's warm.
No lukewarm tea
Not for me,
after you
no,
graft. Did you
no.
ever have wine out of a mug?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Why is that a thing though? Because
I don't know.
I
Just
hate wine. Hate wine.
any any vessel,
I
any
hate
vessel
wine.
possible, I will drink out of. I've had fucking yeah, I've definitely had wine out of a mug. Wine out of the bottle sometimes. If you haven't
Mm.
got a
I
glass.
don't drink wine though, but I used to love a wine out the mug. Something
Really?
about it, a white wine in a mug. Used to love that. Mug of wine, please.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
I
it's
like
strange. I hate
Pinot
wine.
Grigio. Yeah, white. Lovely.
You're tuned into the dirty work with Sam and Rich, where the work is really dirty. See?
Yeah, I had a rule that as long as I only drank beer, I wasn't. It was impossible to be
Yeah.
an alcoholic.
I had no rule like that. You know, I would drink
Yeah,
Castrol GTX if I thought it was going to do the job.
yeah.
I fucking drank everything and anything.
No, yeah. I think I ruined spirits for myself quite young.
Right.
At like it was like year nine and year 10 when I first started properly like binging at the park and stuff, and that's when you're getting like 20p vodka from Tesco and stuff.
20p.
And yeah, it used to be 20p, or if I imagine it, or was it 20p
And where
lemonade?
did you go back? Where did you drink? 1956.
No, what? How much did it used to be? The like
20p
as the
lemonade, I can
yeah,
have
it
that.
was
You weren't getting
17p
vodka for 20p.
17p lemonade from Quick Save, but then
Did you pay for
what was it?
ration stamps?
As the price vodka, and like Smart Price.
Oh, I don't know. That'd have been a couple
Mate,
of quid. Yeah,
it
it would
used
have
to
been
be
cheap,
peanuts
mate. Because
anyway.
I can remember it like bottle of Glens when it was under a tenner.
Yeah.
Wonder, I don't know, fucking, I haven't bought like a litre of vodka for a while.
Mm.
But I bet it's a fucking fortune now.
It used to strip the back of your throat out, but that's put me off. All of that, like sambuca, everything, it just turns my stomach. Like I can't even smell it. But obviously, you used to
Well, it
like a
was
brandy, didn't you?
20p.
It wasn't 20p though. I've exaggerated there.
I
Peaky
did like it. I
Blinders.
did like a brandy, yeah. I did like a brandy, yeah. And I had a stage like when you'd had too much of the other stuff and you couldn't sleep, like I would drink myself to sleep as well. Like that is when I would start drinking neat spirits out the bottle late at night.
Yeah,
That's fucking bad, trying to put yourself to sleep because you're so off your face and off your head. For all your craziness, you know, you've got crazy stories. Like I was actually laughing at your shadow boxing in Barcelona and
yeah,
those mad stories. And I thought to myself, why haven't I got like mad stories while I was doing that? And I've got like really horrible, dark stories like that, you know. Like for all of your crazy stu I've got some really sort of solitary, what are you doing here? Who are you with? What time of day is it still? You know, I've got some really fucking horrible stuff that, yeah, it's not, it doesn't quite have the comedic value of your
yeah, yeah.
scrapping Catalonian gypsies.
Had a good conversation with Dr. Rich yesterday. Actually, he messaged me. Oh, so I'm obsessed with that Benidorm now. I don't know whether I've still been sending you
Yeah, oh mate, I
the.
can't, it's on my feed now. I
Okay,
think
good. I'm glad.
because of you sending me stuff or
Yes,
talking
good.
about it,
I'm trying to
I
spread
get
it.
loads of it now, loads of it.
Brilliant. Well,
Mad.
there's a different one, which is it's a venue in Birmingham that is just it's essentially a big gazebo, but they have a DJ in there and then plastic chairs and football fans, and it's like they don't even go in there to watch football anymore. They just go in there to get pissed, and they have music on, and it's like a predominantly villa like place. It's not a
Yeah,
pub. It's a gazebo with plastic chairs, and I came across it because obviously Villa. I'm a Villa fan. We won the Europa League last
you
week,
certainly
and
did, yeah.
it came up because this gazebo was going off. It looked mad. I went on the venue Instagram page, and every single week they just have like thousands of these Villa fans just go there to get pissed. And there's no football on there's no big screen. That's what's mind blowing. There's no big screen. They're just there. It's not a pub. So there's no pool table. There's no dartboard. There's not even a real bar. It's just like a trestle table serving like Carling in plastic cups. And but Dr. Rich sent me a message saying it's crazy how they are claiming that they're probably saying to their wives they're going to the football and
Yeah,
they're not. And sporting events and past sporting events that I used to get so excited for, how much of that was for the sport and how much actual sport excitement is going on with these Villa fans. You know, like they've won the Europa League, but how much are they just excited for, like you said, the anticipation of the piss up that
yeah,
ensues?
yeah.
And like the World Cup's coming up. I know it's poor timing for the match games, isn't it? In match games for the games in
Maybe
England,
for
but
you.
no, it's
Oh, is
good
it?
here. Yeah. What are the
I
times
don't
there
even
for
know
the
where.
World Cup?
Oh, I don't know.
But you'd know if you were drinking, I think, because
Oh,
you'd be
fucking hell,
working out.
yes. Fucking hell would I, mate. Yeah,
You'd work out what your drinking times. This is what I'm
100%.
saying. How much we used to, if you're anything like me, like work out your drinking routine through these sporting events, going to
I've
football.
been to Cheltenham Horse Race Festival, didn't see the track. I think
Mm.
it was 50 or 60 quid for a ticket. I didn't see the track, let alone a fucking
Straight in the
horse.
Guinness tent.
Didn't see a blade of grass.
You just find a corner shop outside the race course.
Yeah, that would have been
Yeah,
good. That would have been
yeah.
good. Yeah, I've done
Oh,
loads of those, mate. Loads of them where I haven't seen stuff where I've been to the Tigers, you know, and not made it out the concourse when they played. I
yeah,
remember going to the Rico as it was when there was Wasps away. I didn't even go into the stands. Just
yeah.
literally stood in the concourse underneath and just listened
Yeah,
Listen to what was going on. Didn't
yeah.
see the pitch. I've done that. Did not want it to get in the way of drinking.
Like we're saying about sport, I used to look at the away fixtures and I knew the certain grounds gave what alcohol they gave you. Like, and I knew which grounds had free bars, which grounds gave you like cans in the change room after, which grounds had corner shops
Yeah,
next
I
to
was
them. I
just
used to
gonna say, I bet you knew the shops. After a
knew
few
all the
seasons,
shops, mate.
you knew where the closest shop was to the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
And it,
And it was
yeah,
all like I'd always get my dad. This was a real thing that I used to do is I'd get my dad to he'd come to like most away games and I'd get him to take me home because he was driving home anyway. And this meant I'd have to leave my car in Leicester, get the team bus to the away ground the day before, and then I'd have to go to Leicester on the Sunday to pick it up, all because I wanted to come home with my dad so I could drink as much as I could in the car on the way home, spend time with him, of course, on the way
yeah,
home. But then I'd be home like half an hour earlier, maybe in Hinckley, so I could go for a beer
yeah, yeah,
quicker.
yeah. Yes, yeah, yeah.
And like even when we'd win, I've good wins. Like the team bus is the best bit, and this is the sad bit. I think team bus is the best bit of the win. Sometimes you have the tunes on, playing cards, having a laugh, actually bonding, and I'd rather drink on my own with Talk Sport on with the doc, good company, but
Yeah, great company.
just so I could get to the pub quicker. The amount of money people spend on these sporting events, when really, if you ask them, like, are you actually watching the football here? Like, are you actually going for the sport, or is it a massive excuse for a booze up? Because I think a lot of people would be there for the booze up.
Did you ever just go and watch a game? I don't think I ever did. Like, I didn't just go and watch a game and then come home. Like, I'd have to have beers before, like train beers and where we going before, where we going after, and I'd be
Yeah,
out all night. If like there was a game on, I wasn't home by 6 o'clock.
yeah, yeah.
I was home then. I was out all day.
Would you like a digital trinket? I feel like I want to give you one for your 8 months because I
Go
gave you
for
the
it.
Bosley, and
Did, yes. Which is, yeah, can't be beaten really, the Bosley hat.
do you know Man's on Road?
No.
No, okay.
Feel like I
Um,
won't be the only person answering no to that as well.
I think Man's on Road is a good metaphor for like being on the road of sobriety.
Right. Rather than being on the road selling shot in rocks.
Yeah, no, no. This is he's an
Oh,
artist called Trax, but
right.
that
Is this a real? This not a spoof thing, is it?
this is a real video. He's a real artist,
Yeah.
and he's a real bad man. But
Have I
okay,
got to watch the whole thing?
I'll just do like a minute of it.
Man's on road. Needs a comma.
Man's on road, man's on road, he's gonna get money, he's old. Man's on road, smoking the finest. Man's on road, man's on road, he's gonna get money, he's old. Man's on road, man's on road, yeah, man's on road, he's gonna get money, he's old. Man's on road, smoking the finest. Man's on road, yeah, man's on road, he's gonna get money, he's old. Man's on road.
What do you reckon?
I thought you said it wasn't a spoof.
It's not a spoof.
Whoa.
That's
Okay.
legit. He's called Trax, and I've subscribed to his YouTube channel. He's got about 20 songs. Man's on road.
Mate, the best thing about that is when he tried to light that roll up and he was like a fucking
He had
like
a
a
dog leg in it.
like a curly fry.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that is yeah.
He's got like
No.
he's got a bit of a cult following, I think, now
I'm
because
sure he
of
has a cult following, yeah, of people that are laughing at him. Like it's one of those ones. Like that, what's
yeah.
his name? 100 Gal.
Yeah, M. Dot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people follow him to laugh sort of at him. It's like a, you know, big fat
No.
pussy ring the alarm. Man's on
Oh.
road. Honestly, man's on road couldn't couldn't lace Dot's boots. My
You've-
opinion.
oh, I
He's
don't
not
know.
ringing the alarm. He's not
I
ringing
think
it.
I think they're co-headliners, if I'm honest,
Oh no, 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 no.
of this festival we're gonna
No,
make.
no, no. Couldn't hold a candle to M Dot. That is saying something.
Now, right, we really are talking shit now.
Yeah.
Um,
Listener
um,
question.
listener question.
Alright, you lot. Time for dirty questions from you, dirty listeners. Dirty buggers. Dirty listeners. Dirty buggers.
The doc might have sent one in. Who knows?
How many unanswered
I
messages are we up
don't
to with
know.
the doc?
Dot watch.
Doc's on road.
Yeah, Doc's on road. Now then, if you're gonna make a baseline track, Doc's on road. Now that's got some wheels, that Doc's on road. What we're we looking at, how many messages he sent. Is
Yeah.
that really not message for a while? It's quite down the list. Here we go. 16, 18, 20,
Triple
22.
figures. Triple figures. We got to
Oh,
get triple
we're at
figures.
23.
Okay.
23
Quarter of the
on
way to triple
yeah,
figures.
23 unanswered docs. There's this week's doc watch. Anyway, listen to the question.
So the listener question, so the person who sent it in, she works with teenagers who she can see the patterns already developing of problem drinkers. And she's saying, is there any advice that you can give to someone at that age that could potentially stop them going down that path and realizing before they have to start a sobriety podcast, basically?
That's like a real question. That's
Yeah.
like a real, this almost feels above our pay grade.
It's not about the drinking, it's about what's causing the drinking, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Which is, I think a lot of people still don't understand, and it's not their fault, but the alcoholism or the addiction is a cure. It's like a self-invented cure for
Yeah,
something.
it's the solution, isn't it? Alcohol's the
Exactly,
solution.
yeah.
It's not the problem.
No.
That's your
And
solution.
I guess that's the only thing you can take a
But
child.
yeah, to try and instill that in them. But I think getting somebody to see that doesn't matter, child or adult. If somebody had have told me that 2, 3 years ago, I wouldn't have had a clue what that meant.
Yeah.
It just doesn't register. It doesn't compute. It just until that penny drops, and it's only you. That's the thing about it, isn't it? And I know we've said this on several questions. It's you that has to do it. No, you
Yeah.
can't make anybody else sober. You can't. Being last week, you can't. I can't stop being gambling.
Yeah.
Being can't stop me. Pick it. Go. It doesn't matter what people tell me. They can't stop me. It's only me that penny has to drop. Of fuck. Yeah. Alcohol's not the problem. That's the solution. What's the problem? What am I doing? What am I afraid of? What am I not confronting? What am I running from?
Yeah.
And
Mm.
until you get into that place, I don't know. I'm skeptical, and there's thousands and millions of people out there who aren't in that place, who would be proof to me that you can't get, there's nothing you can say to people.
I think what you can do though is the inverted commas fun side of it. I think that's what people can maybe be educated on is there's actually different ways as an adult, specifically once you become an adult, there's different ways and better ways to spend your time and enjoy your time. Because I think a lot of lads, especially early 20s in our sort of generation, especially, like that is the way you have fun, is by getting pissed. And you have to
Yeah.
then work out all the shit that comes with it just through experience. But if we'd have been told, because our parents obviously weren't educated about it either, it's a new thing, alcohol. If you look
Yeah,
at like
I think
humans,
I think you're exactly right on that.
but you got to educate.
The way to do it is to educate on the on that fun side of it, on showing people there is a life without alcohol. That is the way to do it because case in point is like the pubs that okay, pubs now, or I see now, certainly in where we live and in the UK, less and less of the younger generation are like me.
Yeah,
There are still pub goers, but pubs aren't rammed anymore, like our dad's generation and our generation. There's less and less people going out. There's more people in the gyms. There's more people doing other stuff, like, playing Scrabble in late night coffee places and there's more people not drinking now. I
yeah.
see more people on non-alcoholic stuff, more people drinking pop, even in the pubs than ever before. Like it was unheard of when we were going out. I didn't know anybody. Did you? Did you know anybody when we were going out?
It's just weird. It's weird if you don't drink.
Yeah, but it's not now. It's
Mm.
and I think people the younger generation, maybe it's a social media thing, maybe it's a health thing, I don't know, but there's that education's already filtering its way through. I think alcohol is less and less.
But
Have you
everyone,
seen somebody that wants to, other guess that's me. Like, I don't know if I've been around or seen somebody that's trying to click or wants to click. Have you?
yeah,
Did you ever
there's
feel
lots
like I clicked at any point, or had I clicked already? I don't know.
of, no, there was a period where you were like just still probably
There was a period I
just
was speaking to you where I
understanding.
was drinking. I was still drinking. I was trying to manage drink, but I was under an illusion that, or I wasn't ready, I guess. I was under illusion that I could actually control it. I had to realize that I can't control this.
Yeah, but how, I reckon who hasn't? I don't know anyone who's just like quit after at least attempt. Like you have to attempt to control it because
Yeah, maybe,
like we've
yeah.
said, there's so much fun
Yeah,
involved
you open
with
your
it.
parachute and you realize actually my parachute's fucked. I've got about
Yeah,
19 holes in this parachute, but you still think you can take it down. You're like, no, no, I'll land this.
yeah, you have to give it a go. And unfortunately, so many people keep falling for the same old trick of this time it'll be different, but it never is. It's never different. And I think there's 3%. Do you know what you did used to do? Is you used to go on about Adrian Childs quite a lot to me.
Yeah,
Because
I remember I did his book. Yeah, I did his.
he's one of like the 2% who can now um like enjoy just a pint after having a problem with it, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Like, and he'll just have, and I'd love to, obviously I'm never gonna, but I'd love to speak to him about that. Like how is it? And like, is he actually completely satisfied with a couple of pints now? I'm sure he is. But it's really interesting that some people are able to then go back to
His book, yeah,
enjoying
his
it.
book is a really interesting listen. I think for me, it wasn't. It's easier this way, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's actually, although at the start, not drinking at all seems the hardest thing in the world. You get to a point battling with alcohol, battling with the demons, that you actually sort of see that actually, if I just don't bother, I've got none of. It's so much easier, so much easier.
Yeah. It's just easier, but it's harder. It's strange to explain, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a bit of a paradox or
It's
whatever it is.
harder, but it's so much easier to go sleep at night. And
Oxymoron or something.
so, do you want to do? I've got the Fiction Addiction Cup.
Go for it.
The Fiction Addiction Cup is brought to you by Umbongo.
My wife actually made me aware that there's not been any females in it yet.
Your wife made me aware of that as well.
Oh, really? Well, what'd she say?
Well, you've just told me, so
Oh, okay, right. I thought you meant she'd.
Yeah,
I thought she.
via okay, your wife via you has made me aware that we've had no female.
Thought you meant she'd messaged you in disgust,
No,
like
no,
just
no. Yeah,
you.
yeah,
But
imagine if she did.
and yeah, she wasn't offended, but she just thought surely there's females.
No, no,
Oh,
good on her.
but wait, there was what's her name out of?
We did know
She's wrong.
she got
She's
beat.
wrong.
She's not. She's got beat. Sarah.
That doesn't matter though. Sarah from Labyrinth was in it,
Maybe Brody wants one through to the next round.
but that's not our responsibility. That's
No. Yeah.
anyway. She's added someone
There's
in.
not been a strong presence of females.
Okay, well, this could change it because I think we've got a mug of wine off. These are two women head to head,
Nice, nice.
mugs of wine, and one of them is Ursula off Little Mermaid.
Like it.
Just pure wine, and
She's a wino.
I
Okay.
think she's on a hell of a lot of benefits, government benefits.
So Ursula is a wino dosser. Benefit she.
She's a useless dosser on benefit.
She has the traits I like. I would say if she wasn't under the sea, she's also a heavy smoker. She's got quite a gravelly voice. Yeah, I mean, she's got a lot of money for makeup, hasn't she? Doesn't work. I don't think she's working.
She's just bad news. I think she's a
I
sort of
think
person.
the hand there, she's used to having a wine in that hand look. Just,
Yeah,
I'd say a red wine
yeah,
as well. She's warming the wine there. I think Disney have made somebody on set has made her put it down. You can't have that on camera, Earth. She
yeah,
is warming the glass there. Yeah, she thinks it's got legs because she hasn't.
yeah.
She's got tentacles.
Who she's
So
up against?
Ursula the Wino is up against.
The mum off Rugrats. You don't say
Isn't
mom,
she
do you?
just mom? She is just mom though,
No,
isn't she?
Dee Dee.
Diddy Pickles, Diddy. Right, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, massively stressed, can't deal with the kids. I think
I
she's
must
hiding
look.
booze, she is, yeah. The house is an absolute mess. She's got pissed here, hasn't she?
She's always really stressed, and also apparently always playing stuff down. Like, oh, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
Obviously, chucking that a running riot. So yeah, Dee Dee Pickles, and that was my sister
yeah, I
Charlotte who
like
sent
that.
that in.
That's nice. Yeah, that is a battle of the winos as
But
well.
she does look like a big wino, doesn't she? I think teacher. What about who would be the best teacher? Because I can imagine Ursula as like a really shitty,
That should be a
like
terrible.
cooking teacher. She'd be a dinner lady. I think. I think they'd go, look, Ursula, you ain't cutting it in the classroom. You got to do dinner lady instead.
I mean, it's classic. That is, to be fair, for Ursula, because you can work so many hours and still claim, can't you?
Okay, so let's do dinner
So
ladies.
she's doing
Let's do
like
dinner ladies.
she's
Yeah.
doing that basic like whatever five or 10 hours work a week at lunch times, and she's still claiming maximum benefits, I would say.
Do you remember I used to remember like two types of dinner lady, like a tier system, where one type of dinner lady would be actually like cleaning the tables down and stuff, like a nuts and bolts dinner lady, almost
Right.
like a almost like a dirty dinner lady, not a dirty one, but one like a grafter dinner lady.
Dirty dinner lady. Was this
There'd be like a
was
grafter
this at
one.
your school or was this a DVD you were watching a bit later on?
No, this was at primary school and it continued into JCC. I swear that there was like
Right,
grafter
so
dinner
there was
ladies.
grafted in it. Like so
And
it's a
then there was
system of
ones
like bees then. There was the worker bees.
then there was ones like Dee Dee, I think, who wore like nice jackets and just stood there and would be
Yeah.
like
Yeah, just
tie your
monitors.
shoelaces up. Yeah, monitors. Is that what the word?
I don't know, but that's what they were. They just like walked around the playground and make sure you weren't fighting and stuff. That's why I
Like
say
prison screws,
there was
basically.
cool ones because like at Hastings when we used to jump over the fence and go down the chip shop, like there was dinner ladies that knew you were sneaking out of school
Yeah,
They knew where the fence was, and like the cool ones just wouldn't tell on you. Like you'd be coming back in from the chip shop like 2 minutes before the bell went, and they'd be like, "Oh, I've been
yeah.
through the fence again, have you lads?
That
Won't
would be
do."
on duty. They'd call it on duty, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
you'd hear teachers talking, going like, "Oh, yeah, I'm on duty." Because I used to
yeah.
remember one used to have a wet rag. She'd sweet wipe the table down, then slap it over her shoulder.
I
This
can't.
wet rag.
Since you've called them dirty dinner ladies, I can't stop the innuendo now. Yeah,
Well, stop,
so
because
the
this isn't
dirty,
about that.
dirty dinner lady had a wet rag,
Yeah, she used to slap it over her shoulder when she
right?
cleaned the table down. Grey, like a grey off-white rag, just slapped over her shoulder.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, you got DD Pickles just refereeing football basically in a
yeah,
nice
she is.
jacket,
Yeah, yeah,
in her
yeah,
husband's Helly Hansen jacket.
yeah.
Do you think DD Pickles is like a good teacher, but just she's gone to shit because she's
Remember,
always drinking wine in the staff room,
yeah,
or
she's a
not?
lot. I think she's a lost soul. Ursula's just a never gonna be.
Nah,
I've
she's
I've
just
written her off as trash.
trash,
Unfortunately for poor Ursula, she is just desolate trash. She's detritus. Like,
swearing at kids,
yeah,
at
swearing
dinner
at the
time.
kids, arguing with people in the supermarkets, like about what went on last weekend. Oh, I know you've been talking to my Steve. Doesn't care where she is.
Yeah.
Does not care where she is. She's having a public row.
But this is hard now because it's a competition. Like, how do you judge who's won?
I don't know. Yeah, we haven't really gone on to the other one. We've just slagged Ursula off. I don't know. If it's the best dinner lady, then I think it's Dee Dee because she's more
So you
like.
saying she is the sound one who's going to
I
let
think
you
I
in
think
if
she's
you've
sound. Yeah, I think she's cool. As long as you don't expose her drinking habit.
yeah,
Like everybody knows she's been on the whiskey.
yeah.
She's got the hiccups. She's a bit pissed. She doesn't mind the kids running out, going down the
Shouldn't
chip
care about
shop.
anything. Yeah.
No, go on, go to the chip shop, lads. Go on. No
Nip the
bother.
offie for me. You nip the
Yeah.
offie for me while you're
She's
there.
all right. She don't care as long as yeah. She's got like a pouch on the pinny. The dinner lady's pinny, and she's got a pouch, and she's got like the what did you call it? The goon bag.
The goon bag, yeah.
Yeah, so she's got a goon bag in a pouch at the front. Every now and again, she just lifts it out as a swig.
Oh,
As
she's
long
got
as
camelback.
yeah, as long as you don't expose that, she's sound. She's all right. I'm having
But
yeah.
she's not a dirty dinner lady though. She's
No,
the not
no,
she's
but
just got
we
normal
have
garb
decided
on.
you've got to stop saying that.
And
Yeah.
I just think, yeah, but D so is Dee Dee's won it, even though Ursula has brought so much.
She has brought so much, but I just
And
don't know.
you're not remembering the sound. I reckon you'd remember Ursula as a dinner lady, like 100%. You'd be like,
Oh,
remember
oh yeah, yeah.
Ursula?
You're not yeah. In
And you
yeah,
ate.
20 years after school, you're gonna remember Ursula more than Dee Dee. Yeah.
And I also think Halloween, I don't know if you used to do this, but Ursula's house is getting egged every Halloween
Yeah, yeah.
because we used to go and egg like the worst teachers
Yeah,
at
definitely. I
Halloween.
didn't. Yeah, definitely enough for that. I didn't. Again,
But
that's
Ursula's house is getting fucking egged up on Halloween.
yeah. Yeah, if we're going, I think
Pickles
I
wins.
don't know whether
Dee
I
Dee.
like to do it, but Pickles takes it because she's sound.
Yeah, well, that's fine. It
Secretly
was
losing.
so she's through. So we've got one more, and then it's quarterfinals time, and then I'll do like a
So one more.
table.
Fair enough.
Well,
Kick
no,
on.
do you want to do a knock?
I've got a
Do you want
knock.
one? Oh, do it then. I don't have one, but I'd like to hear yours. I'm always keen to hear one.
You feel me knocking?
I would just pick one from what I'd sent to you earlier. I wanted
Yeah, that's
to
fine though.
I wanted to knock if you remember it, Dinny Greet. by Redolent, which is a Scottish band. And Dinny Greet is Scottish for Don't Cry. And it's quite a nice electronic tune, this one. No real great sort of, well, actually, there is a great, this is the first band I ever saw sober. They
Oh,
were
okay. Well, that's good. That's good.
they were the support act for the main event that I'd gone to my first ever sober gig. So these were the first guys that I ever saw sober. So they do have a place in my sort of timeline, and they blew me away actually. They were really really good, and I think being sober and like the sporting events we were on about, like I actually appreciated it more. Like I was watching the musicianship and and listening
Yeah.
to the singer if the singer was in tune and stuff. You know, things you don't do when you're pissed. But yes, and this one is yeah. There's a Dinny Greet. Don't cry. It just it's I think it says Dinny Greet. The sun is between the blinds, which there is hope in the darkest times. I think that's the
Oh,
kind
that's
of
nice.
message I get, even when it seems like the blinds are shut, that's what it says, Dinny Greet, the sun is between the blinds. And I like that line, it gives me like, sometimes when it feels like shit, the sunshine is on the other side of it, you've just got to go and look for it.
That's a good one. I'll listen to it because it's ages ago when you sent that.
I think
Like,
you liked it. I think I
yeah.
remember it was like it's an electronic one, and you can always play it in the background, I guess.
What have you done? Has he got a run? No, you got Slam Dunk tomorrow. Slam
Slam
Dunk
dunk
Festival.
tomorrow. I'm running in the morning. I'm hoping.
Will you go in any sort of like mosh pit at Slam Dunk or not?
Oh no, mate, no, I'll be on the outskirts. I'll be quite annoyed there's no seats. Last year, a non-alcoholic beer at Slam Dunk was either 16 or 18 pounds for a Heineken Zero. It's
£18.
16 or 18 quid. Mental, isn't it, for no alcohol?
Yeah, I think even
But it was no,
I'd want to get.
it was the same price as alcohol though. So like Slam Dunk's like 16. Now I think there might be two pointers at that.
I'd hope so.
Yeah, you would hope so, wouldn't you? But I think there might be those big two pointers, but still. So it must have been 18 quid. I can't see it being 16, £8 a pint. Sounds cheap for a festival, don't it? I don't
I don't
know.
know. Don't know.
Fucking mad. It's mad, isn't it? That. I
Yeah.
bet you it's 20 quid a pint. I'll find out next episode. Tune in next
That'd be
time.
2 pints. 2 pint.
Yeah,
20
it's
quid a
two
2 pint.
pints.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be £10 a pint. I bet this festival now.
God, I'd love that.
Tune
In
in
like
next
in the
time.
drinking days, I'd love a
The
two
two
pint.
pointers, yeah.
Because
I've
you don't
had
even
some
look at the
bad uns
price.
though at gigs. I've had some bad uns that when them two pointers, like Elton John, they were two pointers at the arena, and I skittled myself big time.